Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. There's a buzz around the NFC West, a division that has always been fiercely competitive, but this offseason, things are heating up in a way that could really shake the foundation of the San Francisco 49ers' future plans. And no, I'm not talking about just the usual roster moves. I mean something more impactful, something that could redefine how the 49ers approach the season ahead. Because, if what we're hearing is true, the 49ers are making a bold move, an unexpected, yet potentially game-changing signing that could have ripple effects across the league. Let's start with where the 49ers are right now. After falling just short in the NFC Championship last season, they're looking to capitalize on their window of contention. Brock Purdy, the young quarterback who has been nothing short of spectacular when healthy, is still the centerpiece of their offense. George Kittle, one of the best tight ends in the league, is locked in with a big extension. The offensive line remains solid, a mix of veterans and promising young talent. But as we all know, football is a game of depth, and especially at wide receiver, where injuries and inconsistencies can derail even the most promising seasons. And that's where things get interesting. The 49ers have been actively scouting for additional wide receiver help, an essential ingredient for a team that wants to push deep into the playoffs again. Over the past few months, there have been whispers about their interest in some of the league's top wideouts, names like Davante Adams, Cooper Kupp, and Gabe Davis. Now, let's be clear, the 49ers aren't just throwing money around here. They've made it clear that they want talent, yes, but also youth and potential. They didn't want to overpay for Adams, even though he's one of the premier receivers in the game. And interestingly, they've shown a preference for players who can bring a different dynamic to their offense: speed, route running, and the ability to stretch the field. But what if I told you that they might have already found their answer in a player who, just a season ago, was considered one of the most reliable wideouts in the league? That's right. Rumors are swirling that the 49ers have made a bold move to sign Amari Cooper. Yes, the same Amari Cooper who, until recently, was a key piece for the Cleveland Browns, and before that, a star in Dallas. This is a player with a proven track record, someone who's been a consistent yardage producer and a reliable target in clutch moments. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Wait, wasn't Cooper a bit inconsistent last year? And yes, you're right. But let's take a closer look at his recent performance. Cooper began the 2024 season with the Browns, where he caught 24 passes for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns in just 6 games. That's a solid start, especially considering the Browns' quarterback situation was somewhat unstable. Then, in October, Cleveland made a move that changed his trajectory, trading him to the Bills in exchange for a third-round pick in 2025 and a sixth-round pick in 2026. Imagine that being traded mid-season, moving from Cleveland to Buffalo, trying to fit into a new offense. And yet, Cooper managed to show his value. In the Bills' system, he played 8 games, hauling in 20 receptions for 297 yards and another 2 touchdowns. His yards per catch increased to nearly 15 yards, a clear indicator that he's still got that deep threat ability, that knack for stretching the field and creating space for his teammates. That's exactly the kind of weapon the 49ers could use, especially with Brandon Ayuk still recovering from that torn ACL. And let's talk about Ayuk for a moment. He's undeniably the star receiver when healthy, a dynamic playmaker who can line up both inside and outside, consistently making plays down the field. But the injury last season highlighted the importance of having reliable depth behind him. Joan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, and other young talents have shown flashes, but adding a veteran like Cooper could provide that much-needed stability and experience, especially in high-pressure playoff situations. The San Francisco 49ers have always been a team that values versatility and talent. They've invested heavily in their defense over the years, building one of the league's most formidable units. capable of shutting down even the most potent offenses. Talanoa Hufanga and Dree Greenlaw, two key defensive playmakers, are now no longer with the team, which leaves a gap that needs to be filled. But the focus this offseason has been on retooling the offense, making sure that Purdy has all the weapons necessary to make a Super Bowl push. Adding Cooper would not only boost the passing attack, but also help the offensive line, as defenses would have to respect the deep threat he brings, opening up lanes for the running game and other receivers. Now let's pause for a moment. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal, because this potential signing could be one of the smartest moves the 49ers have made in recent years. It's a calculated gamble that aligns with their philosophy of bringing in talent that can contribute immediately and in the long run. Cooper's experience, combined with his ability to make plays downfield, fits perfectly into their offensive scheme, which emphasizes quick throws, precision routes, and explosive plays. And with the NFL being a league where injuries and unpredictability are part of the game, having a veteran who can step in and produce is priceless. Looking at the bigger picture, this move also signals a shift in the 49ers' strategy. They're no longer just content with developing young players or relying solely on their draft picks. They're aiming for immediate impact, bolstering their roster with proven talents who can elevate the team's performance right away. It's a bold statement, one that says, "We're here to compete now, and we're willing to make strategic moves to ensure that." And for the NFC West, this could be a nightmare. The Seahawks, Cardinals, and Rams are all trying to rebuild, improve, and find their footing, but the 49ers are still the team to beat. They have a talented core, a solid coaching staff led by head coach Kyle Shanahan, who's renowned for his offensive ingenuity, and now, potentially, a new weapon in Amari Cooper. It's a combination that could make the 49ers even more dangerous than last season. Let's not forget, the NFC is stacked, but the 49ers have always been a team that adapts and evolves. Last season, they finished with an impressive 13-4 record, narrowly missing the Super Bowl after a heartbreaking loss to the Eagles. But in that game, they showed resilience, strategic brilliance, and a defense that was among the best in the league. Now, with a new weapon like Cooper, they could take that team to the next level, turning close games into victories and making a deep playoff run inevitable. Their offensive coordinator, Bobby Slowick, has been working tirelessly to optimize this unit, and with the right personnel, he can unleash a truly explosive attack. Cooper's ability to win contested catches, run precise routes, and make plays after the catch adds a layer of unpredictability that defenses will have a hard time containing. Imagine a scenario where Purdy finds Cooper streaking down the sideline, the safeties are caught off guard, and boom, big gain, momentum shifted, and the 49ers marching closer to yet another Super Bowl appearance. But of course, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL. There are hurdles, injuries, chemistry, and the constant grind of a 17-game season. Cooper's recent history shows he's been healthy, but he's also been through some ups and downs, and teams will want to see how he fits into Shanahan's system. Still, the potential is undeniable. His contract situation is also interesting. For the past 5 seasons, he's been making around $20 million annually, but as a free agent now, he'll likely have to accept a pay cut to join a contender like the 49ers. That's the nature of the NFL business. Sometimes you have to take less to win big. And here's where I think the 49ers front office has done a great job balancing the financials, the roster needs, and the team's championship window. They're not just throwing money at players. They're making strategic moves that align with their core philosophy, building a team that can win now and sustain success in the future. The addition of Cooper could be the piece that finally puts them over the top, giving Purdy and Shanahan an arsenal of weapons that defenses just can't handle. As we look ahead, the NFL offseason is always filled with surprises, but this move, if it materializes, will undoubtedly be one of the most talked about. It's a testament to the 49ers' ambition and their relentless pursuit of excellence. Fans are already dreaming about the possibilities, what this means for next season, how Cooper could fit into their offense, and whether this move will finally give them that elusive Super Bowl victory they've been chasing since the 80s. And honestly, with the talent they have and a potential new weapon, the sky's the limit. Now, I want to hear from you, 49ers fans. What do you think about this potential signing? Are you excited about Amari Cooper joining the team? Do you believe he can be that game-changing player that elevates San Francisco to new heights? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. This is a community, and your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, rumors, and analysis, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. Because at the end of the day, what makes this team special isn't just their talent on paper, it's the passion, the resilience, and the relentless drive to be the best. The 49ers are a franchise with a rich history of success, and with moves like this, they're proving once again that they're not backing down from their quest for greatness. So, buckle up, 49ers faithful, because the upcoming season promises to be one of the most exciting yet, and this potential addition of Amari Cooper might just be the spark that ignites their championship pursuit. Stay with us, stay passionate, and as always, go Niners.